All right, guys, for breakfast, we have two protein waffles, the chocolate brownie flavor from Eggo, 2 eggs, as you guys can see, with some ketchup. And then we have 2 turkey sausages, 2 slices of, no, 1 slice of bacon. And then also, we're going to have a banana and then some Yoplait protein, you guys can see, protein yogurt. And then, of course, we have our sugar-free syrup to go on top. We're having a big breakfast just because we have legs today, so it's gonna take a lot of energy out of us today. And we're gonna do a decent amount of cardio, so let's get it. And of course, we have our coffee, and our coffee has 0 sugar creamer, of course, only 10 calories. So 3 tablespoons equals 30 calories. And most creamers are gonna have, full sugar, full fat, which can range around 3 to 50 calories per tablespoon, which can easily put you at 100 to 150 calories. So, save fucking calories and get 0 sugar creamer. Like I always tell you guys, nobody wants to be a big back. I know Thanksgiving is around the corner, but we team no big back. All right, guys, it's pretty loud in here, so I'll make it quick. Starting off on the treadmill, we're doing 15% incline, 3 miles per hour. I'm here for 10 minutes, trying to get a decent sweat. Let's get into this leg day. 10 minutes and 1 second. All right, guys, we're gonna start off with some heavy elevated barbell RDLs. We're gonna do between 3 or 4 sets. It's very loud in here, so I'm not gonna talk that much right now because we got basketball games going on. So let's get right into our workout. So the main difference from what we did last week with elevated RDLs and today is we are using plates as the elevator, just because the other stuff we've used just gets in the way of the bar when I'm going down, and I don't want that to happen. So just the plates are a little bit easier for me to get all the way down without the bar and the platform getting in the way of that. And also too, we're starting off way heavier than we did last week. Last week we did lighter reps for RDLs, and today we're starting off with 225. And I just want to switch things up because sometimes it's good to do compound movements heavy for a period of time, and it's also okay to do compound movements lighter. So you can kind of switch it up every now and then. So you do your isolation movements a little bit heavier, and then do your compound movements a little bit maybe a little bit lighter, and then vice versa. You do your compound movements heavier, and then you do your isolation movements a little bit lighter. You can switch it around, or you can do heavier, lighter. Like, it doesn't really matter, but every now and then you switch it around like that. You just give yourself a new stimulus for growth. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're doing today. We're starting off a little bit heavier than usual. And of course, still great form, sticking our ass out at the bottom, trying to go down as far as possible to really stretch out our hammies and bringing the bar away from our body at the bottom. Guys, RDLs is one of the best exercises you possibly do for your hamstrings. And you should always at least have one exercise that includes a hinge movement for your hamstrings. So, RDLs, you can do good mornings and Nordic curls too, which is, you've probably seen that before too, Nordic curls. And then also, of course, a hamstring curl variation. If you do at least one of the two, you're gonna get a full stretch of all 4 heads of your hamstrings. Yes, just 4 heads of your hamstrings. So make sure you're doing, one hinge movement and 1 curl movement too. Just make sure you're, effectively training your hamstrings. If you're running out of time, then, it's totally fine to do a hamstring curl variation. And if you're running out of time, you want to just do, a RDL or also a hinge movement variation is totally fine. But I would say at least do those 2 and you're fine. And then you can add some, extra exercise on top of that too to, really burn out your hammies. But I only need really these 2 exercises and I'm fucking straight and I'm good. As you guys can see, hamstring work is coming in pretty well. Our definition is coming in, and man, this shit definitely was a great opener. And as you guys can see, I'm fucking dead and tired, and I'm like, damn, my hammies. But moving on. All right, guys, next thing we're gonna do is some lying hamstring curls, around 3 or 4 sets. We'll see how it goes. Let's kill them. Doing these after was definitely a burner. But as you guys know, we're trying to, cook our hamstrings. I'm not gonna lie. I'm recording this, audio recording this a day or 2 later after doing these. And I would say my hamstrings are still pretty cooked, still pretty sore from doing this. So as you guys know, I tell you all the time, You don't need a lot of volume with your hamstrings, at least I don't, just because, they're just super responsive to training, in my opinion, and you just don't really need that much volume. 2 exercises for, 3 to 4 sets, and maybe an extra little, add-on for 2 sets is more than enough for your hamstrings, as long as you're, getting great stretch at the bottom. And of course, challenging yourself, doing partial reps, guys. Your training for your hamstrings are going to be completely fine, especially if you're doing, compound movements like leg press and, squats, and adding on these exercises too. Your hammies going to be way more work than you believe they are. But the problem with hamstrings usually is they hurt a lot more than the quads. So, you're more prone to give up on hamstrings and, not go the extra mile than you will with the quads, right? Because the hamstrings fucking suck. It's just like biceps. Biceps fucking suck. And when you train them, they hurt a lot. And when you do the stretching portion, the lengthening portion, they really hurt even more. Triceps, burn out too, but it's just not the same feeling and not the same pain threshold when you're training hamstrings and biceps. So you got to go that extra mile too when you're training hamstrings. Go past failure, get a couple partial reps, like I said, and that will take your hamstring training a lot further. But sometimes you got to get in your head, get out of your head, and ignore the pain, and just know that this extra training, these extra reps are gonna push you over and help you with your hamstring development. And yeah, I'm trying to develop better hamstrings, but one of the biggest reasons that my hamstring definition isn't quite there like I wanted to has nothing to do with how hard I train my hamstrings. I train my hamstrings pretty fucking hard. It has to do with like how I hold fat in my body. I hold a lot of fat in my legs. I hold a lot of fat in my ass. So that is one of the main reasons why my hamstrings aren't as defined as I want them to, because I just hold a lot of weight in my lower body. I have really large legs, as you guys know. My quads are a lot leaner than my hamstrings, but the more we lean out, more hamstring definition will come. And stop looking at my ass, guys. I know you're looking at my fucking ass, but I know some of you guys here for that. But I hold a lot of weight in my lower body, and it's going to take a longer time to that off. So that just means more cardio. Has nothing to do with me, training any harder in the gym. My hammies is just gonna, take me doing more cardio, shedding a little bit more fat, and becoming more leaner. So that is the big thing with that. And I don't hold a lot of weight, but I do hold fat at my back too, which, as you guys can see, my back is pretty large, pretty muscular, but I hold fat back and my rump and my legs. So my arms are pretty lean. I ain't really too worried about my arms, my shoulders, or anything like that. But, the leaner we get, the more defined we'll be. So I'm not going to really complain that much about my physique, because I've came a long way, guys. I've came a long way. As you guys can see, I came a long way. Jesus Christ. I'm happy that picture just got off the goddamn screen, because goddamn, I looked awful. Of course, that was a couple years ago, but, that was the biggest I was. I was like 235, and being 5'8", 235 doesn't look great, as you guys can see. So a lot of progress we've made over the years, of course, and a lot of progress we've made over the past couple months. We started out 215, around 188, 186, or 187, give or take between that range. So, still making a lot of progress. And here, as you guys can see, lengthening partials as our finisher, as we're going past failure. Guys, we just murdered our hamstrings. I'm good on hammies right now, isolation-wise. Next movement, we're gonna get some quads today, so we're gonna do some Smith machine squats. We're gonna keep it light. We're gonna go for reps just because it's not a quad-focused day. We're gonna work some hammies because, you work hammies when you do any type of squat variation, and also, some glutes as well. So let's get it done. We're gonna shoot for 3 sets and finish up the cardio. And the main reason why I decided to do Smith machine squats, of course, because I need a quad movement at least for, my hammy day, is because, it's a little bit easier systemically than back squat would be for with a barbell. So that's one of the main reasons. And also too, it allows me to take away the stability portion of the lift and just focus on the hypertrophy aspect of squatting, get a deep stretch, not worrying about, stability, and then, taking our time and trying to get as many reps as possible. As you guys can see, great form, great depth, taking our time, doing a really good job of, pushing ourselves, but we're not going to go to complete failure just because, it is a ham-focused day. And we're not really trying to, smash our quads because we're trying to be able to, do quads next week and be, not sore for that. So, but, you still can do a couple sets to make sure you're getting some training for your overall volume throughout the week. So it balances out. And it is drop set. We're going down by, I believe, like 5 or 10 pounds or so. But as you guys can see, great form. If I could do one thing differently, I would sit down a little bit longer and just sit there for like a second maybe to, really get that stretch. But otherwise, there you go, just like that. Otherwise, I think my form looks pretty damn good. I'm happy with today's workout. Today's workout's been pretty challenging. Hamstrings are very sore. And I'm happy that I was able to get some quad movement in there. And as you guys can see, tired. I get tired even, doing, actually I get more tired doing more reps than less reps, honestly, in my opinion, because it takes more cardiovascular conditioning to do more reps and, keep going. You start dipping into, those carbs and that glycogen to get your energy up for more reps versus you doing like 5 or 6 reps. It doesn't take a lot of energy. Yeah, you might feel tired because the weight's heavier, but you have to be conditioned to continuously do more and more reps, obviously. But as you guys can see, finishing up with the last set, great depth. Of course, I can fucking squat, over 300, 400 pounds if I really wanted to, but that's not the important thing. The important thing is about growth, me getting as many reps as possible, and, me not fatiguing and killing myself because we've already been through a tough, decent workout right now. So just finishing up. This is the most reps I've done the entire session with quads, and of course it should be because it is my last set and it's the lightest set, but we're pushing ourselves a little bit more, trying to milk out as much reps as possible. I think I might be done now, and exhausted. Today's workout was pretty damn good, I'm not gonna lie.
Finishing up with cardio on the treadmill. We're on the 18% incline, 2 miles per hour for 20 minutes because that's all we have time for. So let's finish it.
We're done. Next meal again is some, as you guys see, some spaghetti. Needed some meat for protein, of course, and also some carbs for recovery after our workout. So it's decent to have, pasta as a fast digestion carb after you work out, and also Sprite Zero. That loud ass sound is my washer, so don't worry about it. But for a snack, I'm gonna have Quest bar, and I promise I'm not flicking off. It's I think it's apple pie flavored. Yep, and it's some Greek yogurt. All together, this is 35 grams of protein. Yeah, 35 grams of protein, and it has 13 grams of fiber in it. So pretty good snack. And then this is 270 calories. So high protein, low calorie snack is the way to go. Since I'm still feeling hungry and I need a snack, I'm gonna have an apple as a snack. Healthy snack. Tons of fiber and low cal. Sorry guys, I did not get to record my dinner. I went out to eat with family, so I ate some Mexican. I had a chicken burrito, did not have any sour cream, did have some cheese, had some black beans, and I didn't have any rice or anything like that, just to save calories. And then I had a couple, tortilla chips with some guacamole, but that was it for dinner. So yeah. Our little brother looking rough. Guys, I would like to say thank you for watching my video. It means so much to me, guys. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe to the channel just so you can make sure you see all my long form and short form videos, and also put a notification bell up, guys. But like I always say, stay safe, stay swole, and have a great day. Thank you for watching.